What's up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Functional 40K. Here, continuing with our building list for all the different detachments in the Space Marine Codex. Right now, we're going to be jumping into the Anvil Siege Force. This is going to be one of the harder ones, I believe, to build a good Wolves list for. Let's go ahead and pull it up and look at it. I just don't think it plays into what Wolves do as well as some of the other ones. The detachment rule is ranged weapons equipped by Astartes models in your army have heavy. If such a weapon already has this ability and then it remains stationary, it gets +1 to wound. So heavy gives you +1 to hit if you're stationary. If you already have heavy, you're going to get +1 to hit and +1 to wound if you're stationary. So this is really forcing you to build a shooty stationary list, which I just don't think is what Space Wolves do. Then we got enhancements. Gravis model only. First time a bear is destroyed, roll 1d6 at the end of the phase. On a 2-up, set the bearer back up on the battlefield as close as possible to where it was destroyed and not within engagement range of enemy units with its full wounds remaining. Fleet Commander. This is basically a weird orbital strike thing. I don't really like that one. Stoic Defender. While the bear's leading a unit, models and units have a Feel No Pain 6+ with their in range of an objective marker you control. And while that unit is battle shocked, have their OC instead of changing it to 0. And you always round up. So if they're OC 1 and they get battle shocked, it goes to half, back up to 1. So that's a decent thing there. Architect of War, while the bear is leading unit, ranged weapons equipped by models in that unit have the ignores cover ability. That's not a bad ability. And then their strats are Armor from Tempt, No Threat Too Great, which gives you reroll to wounds against monsters and vehicles. Rigid Discipline lets you do a 6-inch fallback in the end of the fight phase, but when doing it, you must end your move wholly within your deployment zone or within range of an objective marker. So this is really nice. You could fall back at the end of your opponent's fight phase, onto an objective, or at the end of your turn on the objective to stop them scoring it. I actually really like that strat. Battle Drill Recall. Until the end of the phase, ranged weapons equipped by models unit have sustained hits 1. If you remain stationary, they crit on 5s. So once again, something else trying to tech into making you remain stationary. Not one backward step. Double the OC of models in your unit, but they must remain stationary. A Hail of Vengeance. So if your unit has one or more models destroyed as a result of attack, you can shoot immediately after that attack, but only target the enemy unit that was doing the attacking. So Hail of Vengeance is okay. I actually really like Rigid Discipline. Battle Recall, not one backward step. Force you to remain stationary. And then No Threat Too Great is a solid one, and Armor Contempt is always good. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into Battle Scribe. I know Battle Scribe isn't the best for 40K right now, but it's really the only thing I can know of right now to show up on the screen and show. So if anybody knows anything better, let me know. So we'll go Strike Force. We're going Anvil Siege Force. So what do we know that has heavy? Weapons that have heavy are goodness. But my first thought is the take a Land Raider Redeemer in this. It's just good and everything. This is such a hard thing to build for. I think we take the Redeemer here. And actually in it, I'm going to take, I know you don't see this much right now, a 10-man Inferno Squad. And then I want to give them a character who can join Inferno Squads. That is a wonderful question. Let me see. All right, so I think what we're going to want to end up adding to them is and we're going to give him, I believe it was Stoic Defender. No, Architect of War. Aren't you showing me? Yeah. So we're going to give him Architect of War. So now the Inferno Squad is ignoring cover. because they're AP 0, so that's really nice for them. But they also get fallback, shoot, and charge with him, and lethal hits. So having them coming out of a Redeemer, I think, is pretty solid. The Redeemer, I believe, carries 14, so that gives them 11. So there's going to be some empty space in there, but I don't think you necessarily have to worry about. You have 14. So yeah, so they're going to take up 11. There's 3 spots left, but that's fine. So then what else do we have that's shooty? So I think we can add, this is another list here where I think we're going to add some dreadnoughts. So I think we'll add 2 Redemptors, give them the Macro Plasma, Onslaught, Stormbolter, Rocket Pod. That's the way I like to build them. And we'll duplicate that. We'll do 2 of those. Sometimes I run 3, and then I'll leave 1 with the Gatling. I'm going to run the 2 Plasmas here. Ballistus is probably really, really good in this detachment. And then if we're running Dreadnoughts, we might as well take Bjorn. And we'll go ahead and make Bjorn our Warlord. I guess we'll give him the Helfrost here. So put this at 1275. So we got Bjorn, Lieutenant with Infernus Squad, Ballistus, Redemptors, Land Reader. So it's all shooty, all damage. Like we need, so now we need some mission play. Anybody who's watching knows we're doing at least 1 Infiltrator Squad in, I want to say every Marine list. Maybe we'll come across one where I don't, but I pretty much put them in almost every Marine list. So we're in a shooty detachment. So let's go ahead and do Inceptors. You can do Bolter or Plasma. I find little 3-man squads, I like Plasma. So I actually run 2 of them. And there's some good mission play right there. They drop in, give you some decent shooting. They can perform actions and stuff really well. Just get you containment, stuff like that. Sabotage. So that leaves us 365 points. Now we could add a 3rd squad, pump it up to a 6, maybe give it to Bolters. I don't hate that here, but we need some combat, I believe. Redemptors are decent in combat, but that fall back onto an objective, I think really, really benefits the combat unit. So actually, we're going to take some jump intercessors here. Assault intercessors, jump back, there they are. Do we want to leave it at 5? And no, we're going to pump this up to a 10-man. We'll give the sergeant a power fist. You can give him the plasma pistol if you want. And you can give some of the guys plasma pistols if you have the models for it. So that leaves us 205 points. Now, do we want to add somebody to them, or do we want to duplicate this? Or do we take, we're on a 10-man and a 5-man. 5-man's a little more throwaway. Power fist, plasma pistol, just get that however you want. But so that leaves us 125 points. So let's see, what do we need? More damage or more mission play? Damage, 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 mission, damage, mission, 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 both. All right, so maybe we got a lot of mission planners, so maybe let's find something to do some more damage. We got 125 points. There's only so much you can do with that. Where's Murderfang? We haven't put Murderfang in this list. How many points is Murderfang? 170. Oh, definitely a way too. Yeah, we only have 125. Definitely can't fit Murderfang. What about a lone wolf lord, or we could take like Canis or what's his name? Harold. So Harold's solid. That leaves us 40 points. Not much to do with 40 points. Maybe we don't add Harold. It's the hardest part, fleshing out these last few points in a list. Because I haven't pre-built any of these. I'm building them live as we go, just because so you can see my thought process when I'm building a list. So we could add, so if we added one squad of Fenrisian wolves just as like a screen throwaway piece, that'd leave us 95 points. All right, so what do we have? Battle line. Anything battle line for 95 points? Grey Hunter's 85. Company heroes. 3 eradicators. You could outflank them. That's not horrible. Sky Claws, Stern Guard, Wolf Guard. No, I'm not big on Wolf Guard right now. You take Wolfen and the Fenrisian Wolves and leave you just 5 points short. What do we got down? Anything good down here for 95 points? I don't think so. All the good vehicles are more than that. What was that? Oh, that's Legends. So let's see. We'll go ahead and add the dogs. Where are they? Oh, are they a beast? There they go. All right, so that leaves us 95 points. So we can take a squad of Blade Guard on foot, which leaves us 10 points. We can take a squad of Eradicators. We'll take a squad of Eradicators. You can outflank them, pop them on the back line, get some cheap shots into something. But they're really now more of a mission play option. They're not that easy to kill. People are still a little scared of them with their full rerolls, even though the 3-man versus the 6-man with the character just isn't really that scary. Like this last 125 and these Assault Intercessors, like you can swap some of that out for some other stuff. Because we don't really shooty with a lot of stuff just because of the way this detachment's built. If you have an Anvil force you think is really good or you've been having success with, let me know. I think this is something you could do okay with, but I think it is subpar to every other thing we've done so far. We haven't gone through all the detachments yet, but this definitely is one of the weaker ones for wolves, I think. I don't think this is something I would run. I don't think I'd enjoy it. I think there's other detachments that fit the playstyle I enjoy more. But this is just my take on a possible Anvil list. So, yeah, just let me know what your lists are for Anvil, if you're running them, or if you agree that, you know what, wolves should probably stay away from this. Just leave them in the comments, leave them on the Facebook page, whatever you want to do. But please like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time.